I've spent years designing safety nets for other people's lives. Policies, premiums, protection against the unknown. But here's what I've learned about risk. Sometimes the most dangerous thing you can do is never take one at all. This is me leaving. When I was a child, I used to take the Sunday travel section from my dad's Sunday newspaper. Not to read the articles, but to design the cruise ships I'd never been on, to imagine the hotels I'd never stayed in, and to architect experiences I didn't yet have the language to describe. 30-something years later, and I'm filming my travel experiences, not for a client, not for anyone's approval, for me, and maybe for whoever out there still believes that taking newspapers and dreaming isn't wasting time. Because if I can't show people what travel looks like when you slow down and pay attention, then everything I'm trying to build is just theory, and I'm done with theory. The Alps have a way of making you feel both insignificant and essential at the same time. Like the mountains don't need you, but maybe you need them to remember who you are beneath all the noise you've accumulated.
Bitte halten Sie Ihren Sicherheitsgurt geschlossen, bis das Anschnallzeichen erloschen ist. Elektronische Geräte können jetzt benutzt werden. Bitte sehen Sie sich gut um, damit Sie nichts an Bord vergessen. Seien Sie beim Öffnen der Gepäckfächer vorsichtig, da Gegenstände verrutscht sein könnten. Rauchen ist erst wieder erlaubt, wenn Sie sich in einer Raucherzone befinden.
And then, right on cue, as if Austria herself was welcoming me home to a place I'd never been, it begins to snow. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Christmas morning, and the restaurant downstairs is empty except for the owner who's open just for the handful of guests staying over the holiday. He's arranged the pastries like he's expecting royalty, not a couple of hungover travelers. Royalty. That's the difference between hospitality and service. Service just does the job. Hospitality gives a damn, whether you're the only guest or the 100th guest. The thing about solitude is that it's only lonely if you're running from yourself. If you're running toward yourself, it's called freedom.
First stop, Vienna. 2 more stops and I'll be joining Nigel for White Christmas in Innsbruck, but for now we have to find our way to Salzburg.
Yesterday was grey, moody, the kind of weather that matches uncertainty. But this morning, Christmas morning, the skies are absurdly, impossibly blue. And then I see it, what I've been chasing since those newspapers, what I've been designing without knowing it. While I was finding myself in the silence, Nomad was finding me through the noise. Trains, connections, the unglamorous infrastructure of travel that we forget is how adventures actually happen. A white Christmas, not surrounded by family in a Hallmark movie, not a luxury resort with manufactured charm, just me, the Alps, and the audacious gift of being exactly where I need to be. This is the philosophy I'm trying to build a business around. Travel slower, feel deeper, let places seep into you instead of rushing through them like a checklist. And right now, in this moment, I'm not building anything. I'm just here. That evening we didn't film. We just were friends. Because sometimes the best travel content is the stuff you don't capture. The laughter over dinner, the catching up, the permission to just be human instead of creator.
Sorry.
Boxing Day, or as Austria calls it, Saint something or other day. Either way, a public holiday, which means the mountains belonged to us and whoever else was smart enough to show up.
Nächster Halt, Station Alpenzoo. Bitte nutzen Sie die Haltemöglichkeiten in den Kabinen. Next stop, Alpenzoo Station. Nächster Halt, Station Hungerburg. Bergstation. Umsteigen zur Sektion 2. Bitte nutzen Sie die Haltemöglichkeiten in den Kabinen. Next stop, Hungerburg Station, Top Station. Change for Section 2. Please use the handhold in the cabin.
3 stages to the top of Innsbruck. 3 cable cars, each one lifting you further from the ordinary and closer to the absurd privilege of being alive on a mountain in winter. I love this transition zone, where nature can't decide if it's thriving or sleeping, both I suppose, like most of us. And then, the top of Innsbruck.
Here at the top of Innsbruck, that's what they literally call it. Hellefecke is what they really call it. It's very icy. The snow is compacted, I guess because they haven't had any fresh snow for a couple of hours. But the views are fantastic. Come and we'll show you. If I slip, it's because it's icy. And my breathing, well, that's just because we're at altitude. So my lungs be doing what they do. Honestly, it's so icy. Damn. Yes, I do believe to get down off this, it's going to be a sit on your ass and slide. Because I've got some cushion. What I don't want is a broken knee at 2,400 meters. Oh. That's why I paid for winter sports insurance. Now, to be fair, this is Christmas time, so we're not deep in the season yet. It's really only sort of snow caps. And then this side of the Alps, because the sun hits it, it's a bit melted, not as, I think tomorrow when we go to Kühtai, that is meant to have a lot of fresh powder at the moment because we had a snow dump Christmas Eve. So that should be lots of fun. But we had to come and check this out while we were here. Yeah, I would say so. Not yet. That one's my one. I'll have that here. Yeah. Ooh. Bailey's is mine. Yes. Thank you. That was a lot of fun, going up the top there. Right, let me take all of this off. Oh, now that we're inside. Whew. Oh my.
Are you enjoying your hot chocolate?
I am. Look at this. How is one meant to get into this? That is exactly what I thought.
But you have got to put the Baileys in.
I know, I need to drink it down just a little bit so the Baileys
Why
can
didn't you
fit.
eat the whole thing first? So you can see, I'm telling you.
We'll get there. Do you know what? I wanted to climb that extra bit up there, but it was so icy at the top there that I just envisioned my fat ass falling and slipping into the...
Yes, but I just hear reasons why.
You just hear reasons why. Right, okay. This is how you do a hot chocolate with some Baileys.
I thought you should pour the Baileys on top of the cream so it will kind of be the lava thingy.
Next time. Because when you're après skiing, which is not skiing at all, it's just
Fake ski.
try. Awesome. All right, we're gonna sit here.
Because for sure there's one here on the side.
It's very busy. And then you'll see out the side here, actually. Come here, I'll show you. You see out there, they've got deck chairs in the sun. That's so cool.
It's like beach on a mountain at the top.
The sun tricks you up here, makes you forget that you're sitting outside in December, makes you forget that you have responsibilities back home, makes you forget everything except this exact moment, which is, I suppose, the entire point.
I do.
After a few hours of summit euphoria, our stomachs reminded us we were mammals who needed fuel, so we descended back to Innsbruck proper. On the way down, I met a local woman, and I showed her 3 restaurants I'd researched. She laughs and says the first one is the best. The last one is second best. But I love people who have opinions about food. It means they care about life. The old town, the streets that have watched empires rise and fall and still somehow care about flower boxes in winter. The first restaurant, temporarily closed because it is. Because travel is humbling like that. Second choice it is. And yes, it feels a bit touristy, a bit mass market, but it's a public holiday. Options are limited. And you know what? Sometimes the tourist place is touristy for a reason, because the sausages are excellent. This is the permission to be imperfect. Not every meal will be a hidden local gem. Sometimes you just need good beer and good sausages, and stop overthinking it. The rest of the afternoon, we wander. The city is quiet, holiday quiet. The kind where you feel like you're seeing the place without its public face on. Vulnerable, real, itself.
What I'm seeing? I don't think so. Oh, this one is pretty. Look, on the left. See?
Back in our little village of Götzens, there's exactly one Gasthof, which is a restaurant, open over Christmas. Which means all the locals descend on it. Which means we descend on it. Which means we accidentally integrate.
But I can't.
This is the part of travel that doesn't fit into a guidebook. The part where you sit at a bar, you talk to strangers, they stop being strangers, and suddenly you're being invited to a party at the local football club. Most travelers come to a place to see a fountain, they see a church, they tick the boxes, take the photo, move on. But what they miss is the people behind the place, the stories, the invitation to see how life actually happens when the tourists aren't looking. The people of Götzens didn't have to welcome us. We were just two outsiders passing through. But they did. And that generosity, that openness, that's what I'm trying to design into every trip I create. Not as a tourist attraction, as a genuine exchange. Our final full day, we leave our little village for an even smaller one, Kühtai, where the powder is thick and the snow is glorious, and the mountain people are out in force. I almost got my skis out, almost. But my current fitness level, I wasn't confident I wouldn't break a knee and need to be helicoptered off the mountain. And there's no insurance policy for pride. After watching other people be athletic, we stumbled upon Faya Hotel. It's part of a small Austrian chain, but the kind of local chain that hasn't forgotten it's Austria first and business second. Their schnitzel arrives. And I need you to understand something. I've eaten a lot of schnitzels. London schnitzels, airport schnitzels, sad hotel buffet schnitzels. Crisp edges, tender inside, that perfect golden crust that takes someone who actually cares about their job. This is Kühtai saying, "You thought you knew schnitzel. You didn't." And then, with the last hours of daylight, we just played. Like children, snowball fights, no agenda, no content strategy. Just two friends in the snow, remembering what joy feels like when you're trying not to optimize it.
Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, look at that intro. It's not a snowball.
You're not even in shot there.
Not today. Enough?
Yes.
Jag kuya na isa maray kumarbe pang palit og beer. Sabat.
And then, as all good things do, it ends. We return to the lives we briefly stepped out of. But here's what stays with me. Those newspapers I took as a kid. I wasn't designing cruise ships. I was designing permission to believe that travel can be more than just moving through space. It can be moving through yourself. A white Christmas in the Alps, a summit that made breathing feel like privilege. Fries and Bailey's hot chocolate at altitude. Locals who invited us into their evenings. That schnitzel at the Wehr that reset my understanding of what food can be. Snow that fell exactly when it needed to. I came here to test whether slow travel could work, whether depth could compete with speed. I have my answer now. The hard part starts when I get home, building something that honors this feeling instead of just talking about it. If you want to see what happens next, you know where to find me. Until next time, wanderers, go slower, feel deeper.